Welcome back to Advanced Control Theory lectures. Today we will discuss about the analysis of nonlinear system using describing function. So the describing functions of nonlinear elements can be used for stability analysis of nonlinear control system that we know. And it is also used to predict the sustained oscillations or limit cycles. We know limit cycles are the nonlinear characteristics that are exhibited in a nonlinear system, that is only present in a nonlinear system. So when a limit cycle means there will be sustained oscillations present in a nonlinear system. So for a nonlinear system, if a limit cycle exists, that we can analyze by using the describing function. Also we can assess the stability of the nonlinear system using describing function. So here we are considering a nonlinear system with a nonlinearity n. The g of j omega term is a linear term element. So by taking the assumptions of describing function, this nonlinear element is replaced as a describing function. This nonlinear element can be any element like saturation, dead zone, relay, etc. So we are, by taking certain assumptions for describing function, we are replacing this nonlinear element into a describing function kn of x. So now our system is like this. There is a linear element. There is a nonlinear element which is actually converted into a describing function. Then an input is given and output is taken. So we can write the transfer function in terms of j omega for this whole closed loop system. So we know the transfer function equation is actually g divided by 1 plus g if the feedback is unity. Here you can see a negative feedback, unity negative feedback. So we can write the transfer function or c of j omega divided by r of j omega equal to kn of x g of j omega divided by 1 plus kn of x into g of j omega. Now, what is the characteristic equation of this system? The characteristic equation of the system is this, that is 1 plus kn of x into g of j omega, that is equal to 0. So here we can write as this g of j omega equal to, we can write this as kn of x g of j omega equal to minus 1 and g of j omega equal to minus 1 by kn of x. Now, according to Nyquist stability criterion for the linear systems, we can say that the system is stable if the polar plot of that system, that is k into a polar plot of k into g of j omega, does not enclose the critical point minus 1 plus j0. That means in the case of a linear system, the criteria for stability is that the polar plot of k into g of j omega, where it is a linear system, k is the gain of the system, and the polar plot of k into g of j omega does not enclose the critical point. What is critical point? Critical point is minus 1 plus j0. If it does not enclose the critical point, then the system is said to be stable, where k is the gain of the system and which is constant and does not depend upon the input. Here our system is actually a nonlinear system and we are converting this nonlinearity into describing function. So here kn, which is our describing function, it is not a constant value. It is not a constant value, which is actually a function of input amplitude x. That means it is not a single point but a curve for different values of x. That means Kn of x is not a single point or not a gain only. It is a function of x or function of input amplitude of x, and it is not a single point but a curve for different values of x. So in this system, g of j omega will be a polar plot. We can draw the polar plot of this g of j omega. Also, we can draw the plot of kn of x or minus 1 by kn of x. Because kn of x is not a constant and it is a function with function of input amplitude of x, and it is a curve for different values of x. So the condition for closed loop stability in this type of system, we can now see the conditions for closed loop stability in these type of systems. So we can see the condition for closed loop stability. That is, if the minus 1 by kn of x locus, we already have g of j omega that is equal to minus 1 by kn of x. That locus is such that it is completely enclosed. That means within the g of j omega locus, the closed loop system is said to be unstable. If minus 1 by kn of x locus is completely enclosed within the g of j omega locus, then the closed loop system is said to be unstable. Here you can see the figure for unstable. This g of j omega locus is actually the polar plot of the linearized part. You can see the polar plot here. G of j omega locus is here. The omega starts from 0 to infinity. It goes here. And this one is minus 1 by kn of x locus, where x starts from again 0 to infinity or some final value. So if this minus 1 by kn of x locus, this one is the minus 1 by kn of x locus, if it is completely enclosed in the g of j omega locus, then the system is said to be unstable. Then if minus 1 by kn of x locus is completely outside the g of j omega locus, then the closed loop system is said to be stable. You can see here, this is the minus 1 by kn of x locus, this part. This is completely outside the polar plot of the linear system or g of j omega. So since this is completely outside or it is not enclosing, minus 1 by kn of x locus is not enclosed inside the g of j omega locus, the system can be said to be stable. And what is the other part? That means here you can see here in the third figure, the g of j omega locus intersects with minus 1 by kn of x plots. There are intersection between g of j omega and minus 1 by kn of x plots. So when these two locuses intersects, there will be limit cycles of some fixed amplitude and frequency. And the amplitude and frequency of that limit cycles can be determined from g of j omega locus and minus 1 by kn of x locus. One more thing is there, these limit cycles may be stable limit cycle or unstable limit cycle. So what do you mean by enclosing? That means if the minus 1 by kn of x locus is enclosed by g of j omega locus, that means if it lies in the region to the right of an observer traveling through g of j omega locus in the direction of increasing omega. With this figure, I can explain this. That means this you can see this g of j omega locus. Here the omega starts from 0 to infinity and we are drawing the polar plot now. Here you can see with the locus of g of j omega starts from 0 to infinity. That means it starts increasing. Or we are drawing the g of j omega locus. We can see here the minus 1 by kn of x locus is right to the g of j omega locus. That means this g of j omega locus is enclosing minus 1 by kn of x locus. Hence the system is unstable. But here it is completely outside, or it is to the left of g of j omega locus. Minus 1 by kn of x locus is to the left of g of j omega locus, and hence the system is stable. We will move to stable and unstable limit cycle. So I have already told, if the two locuses, that is g of j omega locus and minus 1 by kn locus, intersects, there will be limit cycles that may be present in the system and that may be stable or unstable. So we can predict whether the limit cycle is stable or unstable by looking into the travel of minus 1 by kn locus. Here you can see the kn of s locus starts from here. You can see the arrow here. The locus starts from here. So this region is what region? This region, that is with vertical lines. This region means the locus is outside the g of j omega locus, or not enclosed region. Okay, the vertical lines with vertical line region is not enclosed region. So this is actually the stable region. And what about this region? The lines with horizontal lines. So here it is actually the g of j omega locus is enclosing minus 1 by kn locus. Hence this is unstable region. You can see that this region with vertical lines is stable region, and with horizontal lines is unstable region, because here you can see that in vertical lines you can see that minus 1 by kn locus is outside g of j omega locus. That means it is not enclosing. And with horizontal lines you can see that minus 1 by kn locus is inside g of j omega locus. That means it is actually enclosing. Now we have to predict whether the limit cycle is stable or unstable. So look here, that is minus 1 by kn of x locus. Here the x starts from 0, and again it plots here the curve minus 1 by kn of x is plotting here. So the traveling of x is in this direction. It intersects here at this point, minus 1 by kn of x and g of j omega locus intersects. At this point, the kn of x locus enters from this stable region to this unstable region. This enters from, at this point, this enters from this stable region into this unstable region. So here it is enters from stable to unstable. Hence the limit cycle is unstable. Now you can look here. Here in this point, the locus enters from unstable region to stable region. The locus here at this point enters from here. You can see that it is traveling from unstable region to stable region. The minus 1 by kn of x locus here at this point traveling from unstable region to stable region. Hence this limit cycle is stable limit cycle. So here we have analyzed the describing function. How can you analyze the stability of describing function? For analyzing the stability, first we are converting this nonlinear term into our describing function term. Then we are finding out the transfer function, writing the characteristic equation. From this characteristic equation we can write g of j omega equal to minus 1 by kn of x. And from Nyquist stability criteria, we already know the Nyquist stability criteria for linear system. The system will not be stable if it encloses the minus 1 plus j0 point or critical point. Here we have to assess the stability with a function, that is describing function, which is a locus with different, or locus or curve with different values of x. So we have to plot the g of j omega plot, that is polar plot of the system, also the describing function plot of the nonlinearity. And by getting these two, we can assess the stability by looking into the plots of the system. So you can refer ACT module 5 and 6 notes. PDF notes are there. That is the notes from KP Mohandas. Also you can refer Nagurkani, textbook Nagurkani for this.